This is a continuation of the broadcast on vultures. And as we had to join these recordings because of the challenges we had with network. Now, when a man dies, as I was saying, you will see the relatives will swoop in like vultures, demanding this, demanding that, demanding whatever. The relatives just want to get a taste of the flesh, of the assets of the dead man. Vultures don't care. So they start placing one humiliating demand or the other on the woman. Now, when you now go for the burial ceremony, you go to the extended family. The extended family will ask for this, ask for that. They tried it with me when my father died, and they saw fire. They placed one demand on me that they will bury him inside. I said, no. They said I must buy so kind of drink. I said, I won't buy. And they said that if it is so, I want to remove myself from the family. I asked him, who removes people from family? They said, it's one Mr. Peter. I said, follow me, give me somebody to take me to Peter. I entered the car, drove to Peter. Oga Peter, I have come to remove my name from family. He said, why? I said, they said I should buy Ogogoro, and I don't want to buy. He said, is that why your problem? I said, yes. He said, if you don't want to buy nothing, but can we drink our own? I said, yes, you can drink your own, but I don't want to buy. It's the way I want to bury my father that I will bury my father. And he said, okay, you can bury your father the way you want to bury your father. The next thing is that the women came, okay, they will shoot cannon. I said, I don't want to shoot cannon. I don't want to shoot cannon. My father is not a soldier. I don't want to shoot cannon. And I didn't shoot cannon. Oh, I should, the old women came, danced around him. I gave them food, gave them drinks. Next thing, they wanted schnapps, place another demand. I said, I am not doing it. I've been feeding this man for years, taking care of him. Kept him in hospital, treated him, took him to Aba, stayed with me, built a house. You are placing a demand on me. Why? Who gives you that right? It's my father. I bury my father the way I want to bury my father. And the women danced around after some time, abused me, went. They got halfway, came back, that my father was a good man. That's your business. The next thing was that they said I didn't wear a particular dress. I said, no, this is what I want to wear. One Urobo man who is a journalist and the Akporugo, that he ties wrapper, he does that. Me, I'm not a cultural man. I'm myself. I live the way I want to live. I told them, if I remove this dress, the only thing underneath is knickers. And they wanted to put me under pressure. I refused. And they followed what I wanted. It's my father. I was 32 years old. Then I dug the grave by 2 a.m. By 5, we had finished digging the grave. I woke them up by 6 that I want to bury my father. And they said, too early. I said, no, it's my father. If you are not coming, I'll put him inside the grave and bury him. I buried him by 7:30. Those people who came from Aba, I was the men's fellowship leader for Imo and Abia states of the Church of God Mission. I told them I don't want many people. Church people don't put me under pressure. I want only 3 people. They said, no, you are our leader. So I said, only one 18-seater bus. And they came. They buried. By 7, they were away. By 10 o'clock, they were at Aba. I buried my father. When I buried him by 7, by 9 o'clock, I had gone. I'm not going to stay there for people to start placing demand on me. No. I finished. You will see that we will place unnecessary demands on these children, some of them who have not been home, who came from overseas. When we place unnecessary demand on them, you will do this for the youths, you do this for women, you do this for elders, you do this for community. What is it? You want to eat from a dead man? Instead of sympathizing with the children, helping them to bury their father. And when these children have spent so much money and you have irritated them so much, they don't want to come back. That's why you see they just bury their father. You want them to build a house. Yes, they will build the house. The house will be there. Nobody will stay. And you have lost a set of citizens. If you took them in, welcome them, help them, encourage them, be friendly to them, they would like to come. We place unnecessary demand on people when they come to our communities for burial. So we have community vultures. I wanted to bury my mother, the same thing. And I hollered. The guests, they brought a preacher to preach. They said the preacher will not preach. That I told them, if this preacher does not preach here, I will leave the corpse and it will smell. So they preached. The man preached. When they finished preaching, I dug the grave at night too. We wanted to place this. I said, no, I'm doing only what I can do. I've been feeding these parents for years, taking care of them. I have not been coming home. Have you also been visiting me? Have you been visiting me? Do you know how I went to university? That you want to place an unnecessary demand? You don't place unnecessary demands on me because of my dead parents. And we should secure our children, encourage our children, empower our children, empower our wives, so that no person, no extended family members will come like vultures to want to eat where they have not sown, to want to intimidate our children, to want to seize car keys, to want to seize properties. Never. Everything I own is in the name of my wife and I. All my bank accounts, Dr. and Mrs. Apoki. And she's a signatory to them. Next of kin is her name. Sometimes, even your own children can become vultures. There was the case of an oil company worker that died, and they paid the money. The money was in the account, and the wife was signatory to it. The man put the wife as next of kin or whatever. They paid the money. The son came to church with a double-barrel gun, that if the mother does not sign the check for him to withdraw the money, that he will shoot the mother. The son has become a vulture. Son that had messed up his own opportunities became a vulture. There was one of them, the vulture, he came as a vulture, bought 5 cars at the same time, was spending money for anyhow. They named him one thing for the masses. Today he's poor, he is broke. The children can become vultures, fighting each other. Have you seen vultures fighting over dead meat? Children will start fighting over family property, fighting for property they did not build, instead of maintaining the family business and growing it. I always wonder why Muslim families don't fight over wealth. They have provision for their females. I told you the oldest university in the world, Al-Qarim University in Fez, Morocco, it has a green roof, was built by Fatima from her inheritance from her father's wealth. The Sabancı Foundation in Turkey pays 5% of the annual tax of Turkey. They have 27,000 people on scholarship. Sabancı Foundation is headed by a woman. No fight, no struggles. You see children going to court over father's property, very lazy, lousy children, some of them who have not managed their lives well. You want to fight over father's property. I encourage men, write a will. Write a will. Have a trust so that your family will not fight over properties. Vultures. Then the vultures of denominations. Somebody dies, the children want to bury their father, their mother. You will see church giving them unnecessary list. You will do this one for so organization, you will do this one for the youth, you will do this one for so guild, you will do this, you will do that. The priest that is coming to bury, you will do this, do that. What is it? A dead person. They are writing list as if the person is going to marry. And then one of the terrible ones that happened, they brought the woman's tithe card out, that for the 9 months she was sick, that she had not been paying tithe, that the children should pay tithe. The woman was sick, she was not earning an income. What did you do for her? She should pay tithe. A dead person should pay tithe that she was owing. How do you know her income? A sick woman should pay tithe. The children paid the tithe. Do you think they will come to that church to worship? Do you think they will be members of that church? The children were even discouraged from becoming Christians. Then the vultures in all dimensions, those that will go and buy something they want to steal, those that will rent canopies they want to steal, the people steal drinks, steal meat, steal food, steal. You will see the children, some of them relatives, they will go and buy wrapper, they want to make profit from their shoebi. The death of the man becomes a business venture. And then you want to dance, they will be spraying you money. They are a vulture, making wealth from a dead man's corpse. We have vultures everywhere. vultures in the church, vultures in religious organization, vultures in your extended family, vultures even among your friends. There are the ones who you did business with. Your money is with them. They will not let your family know that your money is with them. They will steal. Some of them, the properties you bought that your children who are young don't know, they want to steal. Let your children know where you own properties. Let your wife know. Let your deeds be made available. Inform your children, take them there. When I take my children and my wife to go and look at our properties, some of them will be walking like this. Put your eye down, know the boundary. If you don't know the boundary, some of my relatives will cut some of the properties and corner them to themselves. Know the boundaries. Know the extent of your father's wealth. So we have vultures. Vultures everywhere. Immediately a man dies, as they are crying and doing whatever, some of the relatives in our culture where they do levirate marriage are eyeing the wife. Even friends will start chasing and running after the wife of their late friend, sleeping with them. Vultures. Let's respect the dead. Let's make sure we have the memory of the dead in our hearts and treasure it. When elephants die, the elephants will come back a year later. They will use their tusk to rub the bones of the dead elephant. Rub the bones of the dead elephant. Mourning the dead elephant. Do a ceremonial remembrance of the dead elephant. Those are elephants. When a camel dies, you will see the other camels weeping. They will weep. They shed tears. Camels shed tears. They shed tears. When you train a dog or a lion, any animal, feed the animal. After some days, leave the animal, let it go. When it sees you, it will recognize you. We had a dog in those days called Lion. And my father took the dog to a veterinary clinic. And then, I don't know how my father managed the dog. And the dog ran into the road and a car hit it. Then my father came back in the evening and my mother asked my father, "Where is Lion?" My father said a car hit Lion. "Did you see the corpse?" My father said no. The carcass. My father said no. My mother carried a lantern. We left Okere and started going towards Lower Erejua near the motor park. The veterinary clinic used to be on the right. And as we were going, we were shouting, "Lion! Lion!" My mother was in front, I was behind. Lion! People must have thought that we were mad. We carried a lantern. "Lion! Lion!" We got to the veterinary clinic area, shouted, "Lion!" Imagine an old woman and a young man. My mother should be in her 60s then. And maybe I was in a few years, maybe 12 or whatever. "Lion!" No, I was not 12. I had not entered government college. "Lion! Lion!" We didn't see lion. And then we went back to Okere. Maybe we trekked a distance of about 1 kilometer or 1.5. We went back to Okere. As we were climbing the steps to enter our house, we felt the fall of Lion. Lion used the tail to waggle the tail to touch us. And my mother saw Lion. I embraced Lion. My mother embraced Lion. We were crying. That's a dog. We saw a dog. We don't have emotional attachment towards each other in this cannibalistic modern life that we are living. You are surrendered by vultures. If you are in a political party, one big family, let anything happen to you. The same people who were one big family with you are the ones that will be jostling for your office, because nature abhors vacuum. I tell you the truth, as a general overseer of a denomination, there are members who are thinking of how you would, when you would delete and they will replace you. Let anything happen to you today now. You will see the vultures, they will come against your wife, come against your children. They will fight. They will fight. I've experienced this over and over in different denominations. So the truth of the matter is that you are surrounded by vultures. Secure yourself, secure your family. Make sure your children and your wife do not suffer from the hands of vultures. If you have any side baby, you have any baby by the side, make sure you protect the interest of that baby. Because some of the women and their children will make sure they deprive that child of the benefits of being a member of your household. Whether the baby is Ishmael or not, is your son. The Bible says Abraham was grieved because Ishmael was his son. If you have any side babies, please take care of them. Prepare for them. Leave a legacy for them. Write an account for them. Save for them. Give them insurance policy. Buy properties in their names, particularly when they are very young. Because there are vultures around. Vultures around. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you.